All right, let's talk about it. Because at this point, the Dallas Cowboys are not a football team. They are a government funded social experiment. And I don't know exactly what they're testing. Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's loyalty. Maybe it's my blood pressure. Because every year, Cowboys fans, we all volunteer for the same experiment. New season, new players, new coaching staff, new promises. The Cowboys don't just lose football games, they create trust issues. You ever trust someone that hurt you before? That's a Cowboys fan. Every single season. And the craziest part, last season Dallas didn't even have a normal bad year. No, they built one of the most productive offenses in all of football. And then they paired it with a defense that treated the end zone like it was an Airbnb. Everybody was welcome. Welcome back to the channel where we talk the Cowboys, we talk Shedeur Sanders, and we talk the rest of the football league. Subscribe to the channel because the season is coming. We need to be emotionally prepared. The Dallas Cowboys finished last season with 7 wins, 9 losses, and a tie. Dallas found a way to make disappointment undecided. They couldn't even fully lose. You know what? They probably got together in one of the meetings and was like, let's send everybody home confused. And somehow, with that 7-9-1 record, that was good enough for second place in the NFC East. Which kind of tells you that the division really wasn't operating under normal conditions either. But when you look at the offensive numbers, that makes no sense. They scored 471 points. That's 27.7 points per game, which was good enough to finish 7th in scoring in the entire NFL. 27.7 points per game was the average for the Cowboys. They moved the ball, they scored, they produced, and they still lost 9 games. The Cowboys generated 6,663 yards of offense. They averaged nearly 392 yards per game, second best in the league. They, being the Cowboys, threw for 4,700 yards. They scored 53 total touchdowns. The passing game produced 31 touchdowns. The running game added another 18 touchdowns. That is an offense that put its team in a position to win games. Now, was it perfect? No. We'll admit, no, it wasn't. 12 interceptions and 31 sacks. But still 7th in scoring in the league. Scoring almost 28 points a game, you should not be 7-9-1. Now, this is the real experiment. The Cowboys allowed 501 points. That's 30 points a game. Good enough for dead last in the NFL. 32 out of 32. And there was nobody left to blame but the defense. Opponents scored 59 touchdowns against Dallas. 59. Even with one of the league's best offenses, the Cowboys were still outscored by 8 touchdowns. And Dallas only intercepted 6 passes. 6 interceptions in 17 games. And that is the entire social experiment. An elite level offense trapped inside a team that could not consistently stop anybody. The Cowboys finished with a -9 turnover differential. You can survive a lot in football. You can survive injuries. You can survive a bad day. You can survive a bad quarter. You could even survive questionable play calling. Continuously losing the turnover battle is like attempting to pay your light bill at a bus stop. Quite simply put, you are making life harder for yourself. Talent can move the football. Talent can create explosive plays. Talent can sell jerseys. Talent can fill the stadium and make everybody believe. Now, whenever the Cowboys lose, fantasy football follows a very simple emergency procedure. Step 1, show Jerry Jones. Step 2, show Dak Prescott. Step 3, mention the playoff drought. Step 4, blame Dak Prescott. That just comes with the position. You get paid like the quarterback, you're going to get questioned like the quarterback. Step 5, continue yelling until commercial. Dak probably would have been in the MVP running had the Cowboys had a winning record. Just saying, look at the stats. Don't argue with me, just look at the stats. But in all fairness, you cannot place all of that on Dak. He didn't give up 511 points. Dak don't play safety. Dak don't play linebacker. This was a team with one half fixed, constantly trying to rescue the other half. Let's keep it honest. Being a Cowboys fan is a unique emotional cycle. In March, we're like, we need to make moves. By April, we're like, that draft pick may be special. In training camp, man, that defense looks fast. By preseason, myself personally, I'm trying not to get too excited. You know, it's preseason, right? You playing against guys that'll probably be working at Amazon warehouse or getting their CDL. By week 3, yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, week 3, yeah, go Cowboys, woo! By week 7, man, this team is different. This team is different. By week 12, yeah, we control our own destiny. We got this. By week 16, it's like, here are the 7 things that have to happen for Dallas to make the playoffs. By January, we all talking, hey man, Jerry needs to make some changes. That's not being a fan. That's a ritual. And all of this brings us to the center of the Cowboys universe. Jerry Jones. No Cowboy conversation is complete without Jerry. He's the owner. He's the president. He's the general manager. He makes the picks. He hires the coaches. He's the historian. He's the optimist. The Cowboys remain one of the biggest brands in sports. The stadium is enormous. The star is everywhere. The ratings are always off the charts. The expectations never disappear. At some point, the most famous football team in the game has to look to become one of the most successful football teams in the game. A 7-win Cowboys team receives more attention than some division winners. I would like to win something that actually requires confetti to fall from the sky. And here's the serious part. The Cowboys do have talent. This is not a franchise that's empty of talent on the team. Offense proved that it can produce at a high level, but offense isn't enough. The organization must decide what kind of team it wants to be. It requires more than just attention. So yes, the Dallas Cowboys are a social experiment. They are actually testing a couple of things, like how much offensive production can be destroyed by defensive ineptitude. They're testing how long can national attention survive without postseason success. They're also testing whether their fan base can still be their fan base after 30 years of disappointment. And they'll still say, you know what? I like our chances this season. Because when September arrives, I'll be watching, you'll be watching, the stadium will be full, the television ratings will be ridiculous, and after one impressive win, all Cowboys fans will say the same sentence that we all say. This team feels different. But what do I know? I believe every year is their year. Fan. And depending on how training camp looks, I might believe it again. Let me know in the comments. Was last season mainly a defensive failure? Was it coaching? Was it roster construction? Is it Jerry? Or is it just that the entire Cowboys organization is trapped in the same cycle? Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more Cowboys videos. I'll be doing more videos on other teams as well, but I had to get my team out there in the front. You know, I'm standing up in front of the congregation. Hey, Cowboys fan here. Don't hurt me in the comments. But leave in the comments what you think the problem is with the Cowboys. Is it Jerry? Is it the organization? Is it the talent? Is Schottenheimer the answer? Let me know. Subscribe for more. Leave that like button. It really helps me. Because at the end of the day, if Dallas is going to put me and all of us Cowboys fans through another social experiment, we might as well document the results.
I am what I am. What I'm not, see, I never beat.